And here's my impressions of High on Life 2. Totally Insaney or Zany to the max.
It's the suit, it's still acting up. You might have to ditch it.
A kaiju, a bounty hunter, and a late night show, all with talking guns. The things you'll experience within the first few minutes of High on Life 2. Now, the name of the game is a fitting tribute to its chaotic opening that feels like gripping the reins of a bucking bronco while riding through a tornado, trying to remember how you got there in the first place. Now look, that's just how it goes exploring space. Aliens attack your neighborhood, you put on a bounty hunter suit, and the next thing you know, you're saving the galaxy from aliens that turn people into drugs. The team at Squanch Games took what worked from the first game and elevated all of it. Picking up after the events of High on Life, you are a bounty hunter who has seen and done just about everything. You're rich, famous, living the high life in space. Then it all comes crashing down. Then things just really hit the fan. After discovering Big Pharma is turning humans into drugs, and armed with wisecracking guns and an Australian knife, you, your sister, and a former bounty hunter go into hiding. Working in secret, you're tasked with ending the threat against humans and go after the organization to stop production. While fending off bounty hunter attacks, meeting genuinely interesting characters, and witnessing absolutely outlandish scenes, you'll fight your way using a plethora of weapons at speed. As a first-person shooter, the combat feels quite good. It's fast, zippy, and snappy, without feeling rushed or odd to aim. Each gun behaves differently, and each has their own personality. Gus, for example, is a frog that sucks in enemies towards him, but can also blast enemies like a shotgun. He'll also fire a giant flaming rock ahead of him, which is great for taking out larger, more intimidating foes, whereas Sweezy can slow down time with her time bubble ability and fire fast projectiles at oncoming foes. But the skateboarding aspect is where High on Life 2 takes it to a whole new level. You get it early on, and it's just a goofy addition to the game. It acts as your sprint, but allows you to grind on rails, jump off platforms, and kick your skateboard at enemies. It's kind of like throwing Captain America's shield. Very entertaining, very fun just to zip around, grind on rails, and explore the levels in the world using a skateboard in a first-person game. I spent the majority of my time on Steam Deck OLED, and while it may not be ideal, it did work. For a game that doesn't seem graphically heavy at first glance, it actually is. It's a chunk of a game to install, coming in at 115 gigabytes. I had to mess with the settings to get it to run properly without stuttering or screen tearing. And the same can be said for PC. It was fine, but I also needed to fuss with some settings to get it to run better. If you want to go full handheld, you can. Just drop it down to medium or lower, and you'll be alright. The same goes for PC. But I also had it crash multiple times, which I found frustrating. As for consoles, I can't really speak for there, but if it was built for a console, then it should run as you'd expect on your console of choice. As for how it looks, it's quite pleasing. It's full of vibrant colors, from the characters to the set design. I often found myself just watching the scene unfold as a giant monster rampaged through the city with people screaming all around it. And I'm sure it looks better if I didn't play it on lowered settings. And for a game that's built upon jokes and cheesy one-liners, it does a good job at landing a few. It's like watching one of those movies featured in the game. They're fine for just putting on casually, although sometimes I did find myself sitting on the couch just watching it. But at the end of the day, are you gonna choose to watch a low-budget comedy horror or a comfort film you enjoy? The jokes and witty banter between characters is fine as well, but don't really match the wit and humor of the first game all the time. But it is those voices that really shine in High on Life 2. JB Smoove nails it as Gus the Gun, and characters will banter with one another throughout the game, offering you guidance or chiming in on what you should or practically should not be doing, and its charm doesn't wear off. But if you're over the weapons talking a lot, you can go into the settings and tune them to talk less. The navigating the settings is easy and features plenty of things you'd find in other games. There's even a fun boss fight that includes the settings as an arena, and it's just another wacky element of High on Life 2. It's frenetically fun, the weapons are versatile and unique, and you ride a skateboard. While its graphics weigh down the gameplay and the jokes may not always rise to the occasion, it is also coming in short at about 10 hours. And I can't say if I'll go back to play it again fully, but I will jump in now and then to explore the world. The team at Squanch Games did a fantastic job at releasing a sequel to a game in just about 2 years from releasing High on Life. If you're looking for a laugh or a first-person shooter where you don't need to worry about KD ratio, but would rather listen to chatty wisecracking guns and explore a world with memorable, likable characters, High on Life 2 is that game.